Woke people calling someone a Nazi. Versus when someone else makes a similar comparison against them.
Gina Carano did nothing wrong. Now, if you don't know who Gina Carano is, she is an actor. She used to work in some movies and stuff. I don't really know much about her, but I came to know about her after recently I heard the news that she was fired. Why she was fired? She was fired due to abhorrent and really disgusting, transphobic, anti-mask, anti-Semitic tweets, that she said. So I said, okay, you know what, let's have a look into it. Now, you wouldn't believe, but I actually went through like 5 to 6 websites here. News, CNN, Hindustan Times and all that stuff. And none of the websites actually showed the full tweet that she tweeted that led to her firing. But I somehow got the full tweet, and this is here. It's written, Jews were beaten in street not by Nazi soldiers but by their neighbors, even by children. Because history is edited, most people today don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them for simply being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone for their political views? What's so wrong about this? I hate the comparisons when people make between Nazis and Jews and stuff like that, right? But she's actually making a valid point here, because I actually went through the history of World War II. I went through the history of how Hitler, turned his own country against its own people, against Jews. And there was a very important thing that Hitler did to do that, and it was to dehumanize them. Obviously, the average conservative of America is not the same as an average Jew in the German, right? Because those are two very different situations, but there is a similarity here. These people, these news medias, these leftists, these liberals, or whoever they are, right? They spend entire time, right, dehumanizing the conservatives. Dehumanizing not just conservatives. I'm not a conservative. I'm a centrist. I support trans rights. I supported BLM, the movement, not the riots. I support gay rights. I'm not a religious person, okay? I'm an atheist. But when I say something on Twitter that these people don't like, you know what the first thing that this tell me is? You're a Nazi. You're a white supremacist. You fucking piece of shit. I'm an Indian. I'm a person of color. I'm an Indian whose ancestors were oppressed by whites, and you have the balls to come to me and tell me that I am a white supremacist, that I'm a Nazi. How fucking dare you? But I don't take it as if it's a huge thing. I don't make a huge issue out of it, because I know these people are idiots, right? And they're just gonna call anyone who they don't agree with a Nazi. They're gonna call them a white supremacist. They're gonna call them everyone. So these people have no issues comparing anyone they don't agree with a Nazi. They don't think Nazis were horrible. They were horrible fucking people. They made the Jews go through things you wouldn't imagine. It was hell for them. But for you to come here and compare them to Nazis, it's okay. But she comes here and she says that, okay, you know what, this is sounding a little bit similar, because the Jews were first dehumanized in their own country, which is why their own countrymen turned on them. Similar things are happening over here, where all the conservatives and all that, they're being turned into, Nazis, they're being turned into white supremacists, they're being turned into cultists, and there's a constant dehumanization happening. She made a valid historical comparison here, and you're just gonna come out and cancel her on this? If you want to cancel someone on the comparison of Holocaust, you know who you should cancel? You should cancel Arnold Schwarzenegger. I butchered his name. I don't fucking care. But you should cancel Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know why you should cancel him? Because he compared the January 6th riots of the Capitol Hill to the Night of Broken Glass. Do you understand the damage that was done to the Jews in Germany and the Night of Broken Glass? Synagogues were left on fire. Jews were terrified. There were deaths, there were tortures, there were everything. Things you couldn't fucking imagine. And what happened on January 6th? They broke into the Capitol. They stole a few things. They didn't even hold anyone hostage. It was nothing. It was a joke of an attempt. Rest in peace the people who lost their lives, but it was a joke of an attempt. Comparing that to the Night of the Broken Glass, how dare you, Arnold Schwarzenegger? And I am surprised how many people actually came out and opposed him on this. You people act like, you care for the people, you care for everyone, you'll cancel anyone for being a racist, you'll cancel anyone for being an anti-Semite, even if they're not, even if they seem a little bit anti-Semite, you'll cancel them. But when someone actually comes out and makes a bullshit fucking comparison between the Night of the Broken Glass and the bullshit riot on fucking January 6th, no words. Instead, he gets promoted to the top page of the Twitter. He gets 1 million likes on his video. for comparing that joke of an attempt of a riot to the night of the broken glass, something that lasted for weeks, something that was literal hell. If you want to treat people, and if you want to fire people, and if you want to boycott people for being an anti-Semite, and if you want to fire people, boycott people for being, completely wrong in this situation or comparing the Holocaust to Nazis, cancel them. All I'm asking is for fair treatment. You want Gina Carano fired? Fine. You want Gina Carano boycotted? Fine. Boycott the others too. Where's the equality? You people keep crying about equality, right? Where's the fucking equality? Now, let's have a look at the other tweets that she posted, because this isn't just about this tweet, right? She posted some other hugely offensive tweets. There was another tweet that she posted that I couldn't find the screenshot of, but basically the tweet said that with the mask, now you have to start wearing blindfolds also because of the Democrats on the ruling, and basically they made the comparison of how the Democrats are blindfolding you and like you're following them like sheep. That in itself is not a bad tweet. She didn't say that masks are ineffective. She didn't say anything, but there is actual evidence of Dr. Fauci himself contradicting his own statements about the mask. There is actual evidence of Democrats themselves saying one thing and then doing another about the masks and stuff like that, and she immediately pointed that out in sort of a metaphorical way. But you're gonna come here and you're gonna say that. And also, Disney is the one who's gonna fire her for being abhorrent. Disney, the one who used concentration camps and slave labor for Mulan. Disney, whose lead actor in Mulan thanked the people who did the concentration camps and slave labor. Disney, who removed John Boyega, a black man from Star Wars poster. Disney, seriously, you're gonna do that? Now, before I end the video, because I don't really have much to say except I just wanted to point out the hypocrisy, and I just want to say, Gina Carano did nothing wrong, okay? And also, by firing her, by boycotting her, you're basically proving her point, you fucking idiots. You're proving her point that anyone with a different opinion cannot exist in America right now. Anyone who has a different opinion will be boycotted from society, you'll be excommunicated from the society. That's not how it works. You're basically proving her point. But let's go ahead. Let's look at the last tweet that she posted that apparently helped in the incitement of the January 6th riots. Let's have a look at the tweet. We need to clean up the election process so that we are not left feeling the way we do today. Put laws in place that protect us against voter fraud, investigate every state, film the counting, flush out fake votes, require ID, make voter fraud end in 2020, fix the system. Where did she say that there was voter fraud? Because I'm looking at the tweet right now and it's in your screen right now. Okay, where did she say that there was voter fraud in 2020? She merely alleged that there might have been. She merely said that we need to put some systems into place so that we can end voter fraud. You're going to cancel a person for asking for a fair election? Is that how system works? Because America, if you're really heading in this heading right now, you're fucked. Because you know what I'm seeing right now? I'm seeing a great barrier between two sides. Actually, three sides. I'm going to talk about this. Three sides. There are three sides right now in America. There's one on the right? The conservatives, the Jesus-loving, the godly people, and stuff like that. And then there's the left. And then there's people like me, moderates, centrists. But we centrists right now are being forced to hate the left because of things like this. Because we centrists, we don't give a fuck about what side you're on, whether you're leftist, whether you're rightist. We just look at things and we go, okay, this is right, this is wrong. And to us, this looks wrong. You're basically forcing the people who want to side with you, who want change on the right. You're forcing us to stand with the people we don't want to stand with. I want change. I want things to improve, but not in this way, not by silencing people, not by taking away the freedom of speech, because this is what it is, right? This is what fascism is. The only difference between the right-wing fascism and the left-wing fascism is right now is that the right-wing fascism is enforced by the government and this left-wing fascism is being enforced by the people. Everyone is going to be boycotted. Anyone who doesn't agree with them, boycotted, cancelled, shit like that. Are you fucking kidding me? Do you seriously think this is how things work? I'm just really frustrated on this, and you're basically proving her point. Again, you're proving her point about anyone who doesn't agree with you is boycotted, is cancelled, and shit like that. All I'm asking for is fair treatment. You want to boycott her? Boycott her. Also boycott Arnold Schwarzenegger. Also boycott the people who come out on Twitter and call anyone who doesn't agree with them a Nazi. Also boycott people who come out on Twitter and call anyone who doesn't agree with them a KKK member, a white supremacist, or whatever. Any of these bullshit comparisons that anyone makes, boycott all of them. Because you want equality, right? You want equality. You want equal treatment for everyone. You want fair treatment for everyone. Let's do that. Let's give the people what they want. Let's give them fair treatment. Let's do that. I actually have another video coming up after this. It talks about this very issue, but like in another context. I talk about transphobia. I talk about trans rights. In that video, I talk about how the extreme side of trans right activists actually end up hurting trans people. How the extreme side of the feminists, the misandrists, the feminazis end up hurting actual feminists and actual females. How the extreme sides of Black Lives Matter, and holy shit. This is Black History Month, right? I have seen some racism in my life. Trust me, as a person of color, I have seen some racism from both sides. But the amount of racism I'm seeing on Twitter right now from black people and from people who are supposedly quote unquote anti-racist, and the way they're being celebrated, because oh my god. I'm just going to put this simple example out there. Have a look at this tweet. If your nipples are pink, lower your voice. What the fuck do you mean lower your voice? How dare you come and tell anyone to lower their voice? You're trying to reintroduce 1800s era racism back into 2021? And what's worse is that she is being celebrated for it. She has 100k likes on that tweet. How the hell do you get 100k likes on shitty tweets like this on Twitter is beyond me. How the fuck do you people call yourselves anti-racist while promoting racist? Oh yeah, because that's one thing, right? These people don't want racial unity. They want anti-racism. There's a difference. Racial unity means you don't look at race. Anti-racism means there was racism against blacks, now there's going to be racism against whites. That's what anti-racist means. They don't want racial unity, they want anti-racism. I mixed in a lot of topics with this video and just fuck it, whatever. I'm just going to cut the video here and I'm going to post the transphobia video maybe I think tomorrow or maybe day after tomorrow once I'm done editing. This was very heavy for me to make video because this thing just really pissed me off. Okay, it just really fucking pissed me off, and that's basically it. Thank you for watching.